I think that the problem with this marketplace is if it's not nascent, it's only about 10 years old.
Clear today is that the number of music services that are being offered is just going to continue to grow. There's going to be all kinds of different needs, all kinds of new models, all kinds of variations on what we've seen so far.
The audience for music is changing, it's growing, it's young, it's more fragmented than it ever was before.
We're all in a little bit of sort of future shock, and we all live with a little bit of old think. And yet, this whole question about the difference between a performance right or a mechanical right and what does constitute a performance is actually one of the oldest issues in music theory and musicology.
To me, it seems that this group of distinctions between copying and mechanical and sound recording rights, while it's important for us to parse those terms, I think it's also important for the industry to say, you know, let's look at the end goal and use these distinctions to help us divide the rights but not stifle them.
After that natural evolution, Congress can then sort out the significance of the distinction between the future meaning of public performance and reproduction, if one there be, and also sort out the continued vitality of some of the compulsory licenses, which might be slightly modified by Congress to give songwriters and music publishers a bit more leverage.
I think the future has to be that things have happened so fast that we've been reacting. Organizations have been reacting, the courts have been reacting, legal scholars have been reacting, and we now have to stop being reactive and we have to start being proactive. And we have to start thinking about our new world and what's coming in ways that we can anticipate win-win strategies.
What is the long-term goal here? The long-term goal is to get creators creating, to get listeners listening in all the different ways that listeners can listen now and experience and share and use music and mix it and be creative with it, and then to monetize that stream, or as we finally like to say, compensate the composer.
It's always been the case. Every time we have a great new wave in technology, everybody says, oh my God, it's the end of the world, and it ends up actually benefiting the writer and having more and more performances and more listeners.